What is up, peep? This is your boy Jay. I am here with a brand new episode of Table Talk. And I want to, first of all, give a shout out to a fellow YouTube content creator. She goes by the name of River TV. And she's a very great content creator. She has very great reaction videos, and I love all her reaction videos. So if you are on YouTube, go and check that sister out, man. She has some very great content, that she does a lot of reaction on, and she really does, and I like her work. But I want to talk about a specific reaction video that she did, and it was talking about, should women's money and education matter to a man? And I love her reaction to that video, because it's something I want to chime in on and throw my 2 cents in on, because what I'm about to say is some real, raw, uncut, for you. See, when we talk about women with their money and education, and this is not no knock on person, but I just got to tell it like it is. Most of you women, and this is in the black community, think because you go to school that you're more smarter than the man. You think because you're going to somebody's institution to earn a degree that you're smarter than the man. Well, let's talk about that real quick. See, most of these schools that y'all go to, you're going to sit in front of somebody's class to be indoctrinated, okay? You're going to somebody's big name university or whatever, and you think that by learning from the oppressors of our people that you're smarter than us in that sense? Check this out. I went to college too. I graduated too. I got degrees also. But none of that means anything when you lack common sense. Okay? You can have all the damn book smarts in the world and still lack simple common sense. And that's most of y'all women. You think just because you want to go to school and be compared to the oppressors of our people, the same people that gives you your doctrine, your education, do you really think that these people are giving you an education so you can be better than them? No. You think just because most black men don't enroll in school at the high rate that black women is, that we're dumb or something. See, most of us already know what time it is, okay? We don't care for this so-called education system because we already know what this so-called education system is about. See, most of y'all go to school to become a high-paid damn slave anyway. You don't got no business of your own. You go to school, I'm going to school for this, to get a job in somebody else's business to become a wage slave. And you think you checking the bag? You ain't checking no damn bag. You checking the bag for them. You think them little pennies that they pay you is mean something? That's just enough for you to get by. And you think that's supposed to be something to us? That ain't nothing to us. That only means something to a weak man, okay? That only means something to a sorry Negro, okay? Because that's who most of y'all talk that crap to anyway. To the sorry Negroes. Y'all find that the Pookies and Ray Rays, the ones who lack the same level of common sense like you, and you think just because you go to somebody's white institution and learn in front of some white person who really don't give a damn about you anyway, because you'll never be where they are, okay? And you think that you're better than the man, and you tell a man what he should accept. Oh, you should want somebody with an education. Somebody who sits in front of white folks and act like they think that they white folks. We don't care about your damn education. We don't care. Your education means nothing to us because you go get a degree in a small area, okay? Your degree doesn't solve all of life's problems. It only solves the problems in the area in which you went to school for, okay? I'm a computer tech guy. I have a degree in computer science and technology, but does that solve all problems for life? No, it does not. I have a business management degree, okay? Does that solve all the problems? Nope, it does not. That only applies to the area in which I went to school for, okay? That's what that means, okay? You go to school to become a high-paid slave, a wage slave, man. And I thought that same crap too, that going to school, getting the education was this, that, and the other. That shit don't mean nothing to me, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the oppressors of our people are the ones who's giving you the education. Just like the same oppressors of our people gave our people a damn Bible to read during slavery. And some Negroes who thought that they could read was better than the Negroes who couldn't read. That still carries on in history. So some of you females think just because you go to somebody's institution to learn something that you're better than the people who don't. Now look at many people who didn't go to college and have businesses, successful businesses, while you sitting your ass up in somebody's school to become a high-paid slave. I want you to sit back and think about that for a minute. You go to somebody's school, waste all your time and effort to do what? Become a high-paid damn slave. And then you want to throw that in the face of a man like that means something to him. Like that piece of paper that white man gave you means something. That shit don't mean nothing to us. And then most of y'all go to school and graduate in these fields of study and still can't get a damn job. All of that time, all of that effort, and then guess what? If you got student loans and debts, you still got to pay that shit back. You're still a slave. I don't know why most of you women think just because you got somebody's education, because you want to be a European is what I call you, a black person with a white folk person's mind, and when they look at you, you still ain't nothing to them. You'll still never be where they at. You will never be where they at. And I'm talking to most of you so-called educated women who think that your indoctrination from these institutions is supposed to mean something to us. Don't mean nothing. You want to know what I did with my degrees? I burned them. Why? Because all that time and effort I set up in the classroom, for what? For what? Nothing. Didn't mean shit to me. My education degrees don't benefit nobody but me in that sense. But yet I still work in those fields of study. I'll still work on computers and build computers, and I work on cars and stuff like that. If you look at my channel, you see what I do. You see where most of my money come from. See, I didn't have to go to school and get an education to do that. That was something that I learned from my father. He didn't even go to college either, but he was a damn great mechanic. I learned that skill from my daddy. I didn't go sit in somebody's classroom to learn about auto mechanics. My father taught me himself. I didn't have to go sit under the oppressors of my people to get an education. And auto mechanics was something, like I said, my father taught me that. Yeah, when I went to those schools, those institutions, I had the same mindset. I sure did. Thinking, oh man, I'm finna get an education, I'm gonna do this, that, and I realizing that, hey, these are the same descendants of the very people who oppress my people. Most of you women go sit up in these schools and think that y'all supposed to be up on something. A man's supposed to care about that. No, we don't give a fuck about your education, okay? Let's make that clear. Your little money. We don't care about that either. Can we spend it? No. Are we in charge of managing what you do with it? No. But you sure can tell a man what he need to do and what he need to buy and how he need to and what he need to do with his money. We can't even spend your money. Oh, I got my own. I'm holding it down. Okay, congratulations to being a fully functioning damn adult, okay? Congratulations to that. That don't raise your value. Having an education and having a little money does not raise your value, because the truth of the matter is most of y'all asses are still the least to be picked for marriage. Your ass is still at the bottom of the marriage pole. You thought that having an education and some money was going to raise your value. It didn't. And it still ain't. Because you are the least to be picked by anybody for marriage. Most of y'all with these so-called educations think that you're more than anybody. You think because you got a little money that you're more than somebody, but you're not more than the person that pays you. You ain't more than the person that's indoctrinating you either. Haven't you stopped to think about that? No, some of y'all don't think about it. Because, see, it takes something as simple as common sense to understand that. Common sense. Just something as simple as common sense to understand that. But no, you think that being book smart and spending tons of hours in somebody's classroom being indoctrinated raises your value as a woman. Sorry, it doesn't. Because when you look out here in the market, you're still the least to be picked. Your money and your education, and nobody still wants your ass. Now that's something to think about. You put all this time and effort to get an education and to get a bag and do all these things that you should do anyway as a fully functional adult, and nobody wants your ass. Nobody wants you. You're still the least to be picked over Becky, Marisol, Maylene, Jamila, and all these other races of women. You, black woman, with your education and your money, and no man wants your ass. See, you throw that shit in the face of a boy, or these Pookies and Ray Rays, as Brother O'Shea would call them, Pookies and Ray Rays. Them the type of Negroes that you talk that shit to, okay? Because you can't talk that shit to no man, okay? Because we look at that shit like it ain't nothing to us. Like, girl, go sit your ass down with all that. It don't mean nothing to us. That don't mean nothing to us. Your money, your education don't mean nothing. Number one, are you fit? Are you feminine? Are you friendly? Are you cooperative? Are you submissive? Are you any of those things on the list? Hell to the no, because you think your money and your education supposed to mean something over those simple things right there, and you wonder why nobody wants your ass. You wonder why nobody wants you. I'm going to end this by saying this. Your money and your education, oh black woman, don't mean shit. Doesn't raise your value. It doesn't add or increase to your value as a person, because guess what? You are still going to be you. That's all I got to say. Thanks, River. Thanks, O'Shea. Thanks to the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels. Thanks to my brother, Thon Lexy. Thanks to all y'all, man. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll get you in the next one. But hey, I'm out of here. Peace, black power, black love, and I'm out.